And welcome to the 360 Traveler. I'm in front of the H2O hostel in Sofia, Bulgaria. I just arrived here yesterday morning, Sunday morning, and now today's Monday, 16th of, so we mid-August, 16th of August 2021. And I'm gonna give you a little tour of the city. So enjoy.
Аз съм от него до 4000 на седмица. Само че...
By the way, it's 7 p.m. Did I mention that? Can't remember. You can look at this beautiful street art. Very nice. There's another one I'm going to show you. Say hello. Okay, here I am. So there are not so many tourists here, unlike in Athens. My last video was in Athens, by the way, and I wanted to go out earlier, 6 p.m. But you know, one thing leads to the next, and it took me longer to get ready. But finally, here I am. Get Charlie Chaplin here. Charlie Chaplin here. Tomorrow I'm gonna need another taxi to go to the airport. The airport, not the airport, the bus stop. So, just trying to show you guys Charlie Chaplin. A little better. So. It's getting a little dark in this street. This morning I went to the supermarket to get some bread. Oh, they have a few tourists here. The guided tour here. You got like another painting on the wall here. So. So we're gonna take a couple of small streets with cobblestones, although it's a little dark in there, and go to the main pedestrian street.
Because it's like a trap. There is no school for you. You cannot be stopped by someone.
So it's getting pretty quiet now, but when I went, actually it was 9 in the morning, it was like maybe 12 or 1 p.m. It's like pretty busy here, and I don't know, it felt like I was transported to a new dimension, because I just left Asia, where I spent like 3.5 years. And I hadn't gotten back to Eastern Europe for a long time. Eastern or Central Europe for, I can't remember exactly. It's been quite a few years. So you get Western Europe, Central and Eastern Europe with the Soviet touch. You know, you can feel it, you can see it. If you look around, it's much different than Athens and Greece, which is still considered part of Western Europe. So yeah, I was in Southeast Asia for 3.5 years. Before that, I was like a little bit. By the way, this is the Lidl, the German cheapest shop that's all around Europe over there. Gosh, I should take this street actually, because it's. I'm not gonna go to Lidl, but so I'm saying, yeah. So these cultures are very different. Before 2.5 years, I was a little bit in France, but I stick to Western Europe. When was the last time I was in Eastern Europe? Because this is Sofia, Bulgaria. This is really Eastern Europe, with its very special vibe. You know, it's not like anywhere else. I mean, it's going to be similar to other countries in Eastern Europe and Central Europe, such as like Russia and Poland, which is more Central Europe. Let's not mix the two, but at the end of the day, when I travel to all those countries, they feel a little bit similar. Either we're talking about Slovakia, where I used to live for 1 year. I was a volunteer there. I was like a provolnik in a scout organization when I was like 24, 25 years old. And you can feel the same kind of vibe there. Also Prague, Czech Republic, right? Holland. Yeah, Bulgaria. I spent some times. I was in Bulgaria like after my. Before or after? I spent a couple of months. I went to this rainbow gathering. It's like a hippie gathering in the mountains, the urban rainbow gathering in the Rhodope mountains in the early 2000s. And let's go until the end there, okay? I just hope that I'm gonna have enough today to enough like daylight. It's not gonna get dark too soon to go back later on to the main pedestrian street that I want to show you. So yeah, this is the gym, but this is a Bulgarian flag over here. Oh, we're gonna see more of it later on, but I decided to only spend 2 nights here because I was in this hostel. It can be suitable for a lot of people, but it's not for me. It's not really my cup of tea. I went to book this Airbnb. I tried to book it, but then the guy of the Airbnb canceled my request because apparently we don't have internet right now. We're only gonna have it like on Wednesday. It's like I didn't really need it. All I needed was a room just for myself, where I could just, rest after 2 weeks of being in a hostel in Athens. And the hostel in Athens was, for me, much better than this one, because this one, although it's a 4-bed dorm compared to a 14-bed dorm there, when there are people in the room is so small that, well, you get them next to you, you get the people next to you. The beds are really, how do you say, creaking? So when the guy is on top of me, like some kind of weirdo, just like moves a little bit, and the whole bed moves. And there are like some weird people too, and it's super hot at night, like super hot. So all of that makes it not so fun to be there. That's a tram, by the way, and yeah, there are trams like all over the city, which is really something typical of the communist bloc. Let's call it this way, like the ex-communist bloc, which I learned Greece could have been part of, but it hadn't. I mean, like people voted, and communists just like lost, but they might have been pretty close to win, and Greece would have been part of this whole, you know, like system, this whole like architecture system. And I mean, like, even if the people are very different, Bulgarians, Russians, obviously people are Slavic people, so they speak Slavic languages, you know, all these languages like Russian and Bulgarian. If not, everybody knows already. All these languages are similar. But in Europe, you don't have that many countries that use the Cyrillic alphabet. So this alphabet is, as you can see here, photo. Okay, I cannot read it anymore. I used to be able to read it. I used to study the language, and then I even forgot how to write the alphabet. That's how great my memory is. Impressive, I know. So, yeah, I mean, the main thing to the tram here, this one is pretty modern. The modern one is not that fun. I mean, maybe they're like faster to ride, they're better for the locals, but if you're a tourist, you might just want to enjoy an old tram, you know, because it really gives the vibe of what was, what it was to be here, to live here during the communist time before 1989, when I was already only 8 years old. And here we get like a weird thing, this wind bet, roulette, French word. So I don't know if like you can actually bet here, bet money. If Sofia is just like Las Vegas or Macau, where you can actually bet money, or it's just, I don't know. What's the deal here? I haven't seen this kind of thing anywhere. So you were still in the part of the city where, well, just like those, as usual, and we're gonna get to the pedestrian main street where I walked yesterday, and it was interesting to see it because I didn't expect Sofia to have such a big, large, and interesting pedestrian street. Anyway, we're gonna see it in a bit. It was very busy yesterday on Sunday. I don't know about today, to be honest, but we're gonna see when we have a look. So a lot of police around all the time, so it's very wise to cross the street. Alright, so here we got this. Actually, I thought there was a mosque, but I think that's a synagogue. They're thrown them back. How can masjid? No, of course it's not. Of course it's a mosque. No, there is. Okay. On the other side here, you got a synagogue over there. And this must be a station or something. But anyway, this is obviously a mosque. And it looks pretty old. But that's what we're gonna have a lot of in Turkey, in Istanbul. Beautiful synagogues. And then here we get to Serdika. And so it's very old here. And by the way, I could so I won't have time to show you the synagogue over there, but you can have a better look of the mosque and its pillar, or however you call that, which I really love in Istanbul, and I visited when I was 21 years old. Oh, yesterday I hung out. I just crossed this little park and fountain, and there was a policeman right here. There are like policemen all over the city. So many. I mean, at times there's a lot of policemen, but here even more. So thinking should I go around? Maybe not. I'm gonna show you like that. So what is that? Sofia History Museum. So that's a history museum, and that's the Pensky Square. Okay. All right, and there was a policeman yesterday because it was Sunday, and there were a lot of people. And so I guess that there will be like pickpockets and so on. But thanks to the policeman there, then nothing too serious happens. So yeah, let me show you. Okay, so here's funny because you get Serdika, and then you get this metro station called Serdika. And it's the first metro station I've ever seen that, maybe I should wear my mask here. Whenever you enter a building here, you gotta wear your mask. It's not COVID time. And so, yeah, it's the only metro station where you have like an ancient building inside. So even here, like so close to the entrance, like just right by the entrance. That's pretty unique. It's pretty cool. Actually, tomorrow, if I get to take my bus, Central Railway Station, because normally there's a bus leaving from here, and from the Central bus station, and I just thought that I could catch the bus leaving from here because it's the closest to the hostel. It's only a couple of 100 meters away from the hostel, so I mean you can see that we walked just a little bit. So, and I didn't take like the shortest way to come here, obviously. So here we go. I mean, this is quite interesting. When I was here yesterday, there was nobody. Archaeological exhibition, ancient Serdika. So this part is pretty old, right? and so it's been maintained. And here you get it. So a building with residential and commercial building, 5th to 6th century AD. So a building with chain like rooms sitting among the streets. Explore. Okay, so we're gonna like cross all this part. So basically this is 1,500 years old, and if you've never seen such kind of bricks used back that long ago, I haven't either. I mean, I didn't know that they used red bricks, and to be honest, I don't think this is that old at all. That doesn't look that old. Probably yours might be that old, although I wouldn't bet on it. Doesn't look that old. But anyway, that's what it says. Dating the second half of the 5th, 6th century AD to section. Alright, so how long we've been filming? Oh, already 21 minutes. So it looks like this videos are gonna be of 30 minutes because that's how long, the longest video I can have with this Insta360 1R. Everything else will be, well, it just gets cut off to 30 minutes, and I might just as well make it that long, because why not? It's a bit long, but I'm just saying that by this time, by the next 7 or 8 minutes, I'm gonna get right to the entrance of the pedestrian street, and that's when a new video is gonna start. So, you know, it's pretty good match. Alright, it's right here. From right here, the hostel is pretty close. And just wanted to show you that. And yeah. Where is that? Sofia Hotel by Church, Cathedral. I'm just trying to figure out what this building is. I can't, so I'm still gonna get to. I might try to make a different video later on or tomorrow on this side. There won't be a lot of people because there are never a lot of people anyway. Archaeological heritage of Sveta Nedelya Square. Alright, so they are trying to fix this part. So it's not like Athens where you have like a lot of archaeological just part of the city. It's like this huge wall with like rooms, and then you get like the houses and buildings, shops constructed around it. Here you have a little bit of that. Like here, for example. Okay. So what I do have to do soon enough is being more prepared and knowing what I'm gonna show you. Sorry about that. So Sofia courthouse. Alright, but that cannot be the courthouse, obviously. No, this is because there's a mess right now, and this is the San Nedelia Cathedral Church, okay? And it's a pretty impressive building. It's a pretty impressive one. It's better to look at it from a bit of a distance. Okay. Alright. It's pretty beautiful. Look at that. Again, the Nedelia Church. It was built in the 10th century, so it's about 1,000 years old. The stone base, a wooden structure above. Pretty impressive chance. Cool. Got hurry because this is funny. I mean, I don't know if they're like just gonna hang out there, have a look, or actually stay in the church. But as you could see, they were like all kind of people going to this church. There was this woman dressed quite casually, quite sexy inside. I didn't dare myself to go inside. Yeah. But we're really approaching. Let me check. The pedestrian street. And this is, and there in front of us, the Sofia courthouse. Yeah, the kind of bells, we don't have them in Asia, for sure. Okay. I don't know why it's ringing, because it's like 7:25. 7:35, so I don't know why. It's ringing. Oh my god, yeah. Cannot forget that there's actually a tram going on these tracks here. And apparently, what I've been looking at a while ago, the only tracks left are the modern ones. I mean, we saw an old one, but all the others, an old one and 3 or 4 modern ones. You get these tents, I don't know what they're doing here. They kind of abandoned.